Welcome to cooking cheap, easy, and tasty meals. Okay, today we're going to make some applesauce oatmeal raisin cookies. I'm going to start off with 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour, which I've already measured. And I'm going to stir it up a little bit just to give it a little air. And to this, we're going to add ground cinnamon, cloves, and nutmeg. We're going to add salt and baking powder, and we're going to add baking soda. We're going to go ahead and mix those in pretty well, get that mixed up into the flour. Now, we'll put that aside, and in a large bowl, we are going to put butter, which I have melted. You could just use it soft if you want to use a mixer, but since I'm doing this by hand, I'm trying to make it a little easier. The sugar, and we're going to mix this up until it's smooth. Obviously, with a mixer, that becomes easier. Okay, next, we are going to add the flour and the applesauce a little bit at a time. Now, I'm going to scoop it in about that much at a time and mix it. Eventually, I'll have to probably give up this whisk because it's going to get so packed with flour, but I'm going to start with that because that'll make it easier to bring together. We're going to add a little bit of the applesauce. Some more of the flour. Some more of the applesauce. And the rest of the flour. And the rest of the applesauce. Okay. The whisk is getting a little full, but it does serve a good purpose. If you have a European whisk, that might be easier. It's an open whisk. I do have one of those, but I started with this one, so I'm going to go ahead and finish with this one. All right. That's pretty well mixed. It's not 100%, but it's better. So I'm going to put that aside. The next thing we want to add is 1.5 cups of oatmeal. These are old-fashioned rolled oats. I'm going to add them about 1/2 cup at a time. Well, no, why not? Go ahead and do the whole thing. 2. There's 3 1/2 cups. We got 1.5 cups. Now I'm going to use spatula, again, a mixer. If you have one, it would make this a little easier. But I want to make it so that anybody who doesn't have one will feel comfortable in making this. These are really moist cookies. They come together very easily. You just want to make sure you turn it up under and get that oatmeal spread out as much as possible. Okay, now we have the oatmeal. The last thing we're going to add is raisins. I'm just going to add some golden raisins. This calls for 1.5 cups, but I'm just going to use what I have left, which is nowhere near that many. That'll be enough raisins, I'm pretty sure. Not everybody in my house likes raisins, but I do. So anybody who's eaten one will probably be able to get rid of it without any problem. Okay, so just turn that, get those raisins mixed around real well. And there we have cookie dough. And what we're going to do is we're going to let this cool, and I'm going to make a few cookies just for tasting, but I'm going to freeze most of them for later use. This should make several dozen cookies, so I'll have plenty of cookies to use. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cover this and put it in the refrigerator for about half an hour. Okay, I'm going to bake a few cookies now, and then I'm going to freeze the rest. I'm going to pull them out about a teaspoon at a time. I'm not consistent. It's pretty apparent, isn't it? That was a little too big. I should get a teaspoon-sized scoop, but the one I have is bigger than that. Okay, let's see how these do. I'm going to put them in the oven for 10 or 15 minutes. See how they do. Okay, it's been about 15 minutes. So I'm going to pull the cookies out and take a look. They look pretty good. Let me go ahead and slide them off onto the cooling rack. Not terribly consistent size-wise, but they look pretty good. They smell pretty good too. We'll let them cool for a little while, then we'll try one. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, really nice texture inside. See what it tastes like. Taste of cinnamon. It's soft and chewy inside. It's a nice cookie. Not crisp, definitely more of a cake-like cookie, I guess, because of the applesauce. Very soft, but with a great flavor. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and give us a like. Thank you.